Good morning. Sharon Garland here. I'm a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, and I am so pleased that you all have done the detox, the 5-day detox for beginners. Such a wonderful experience. And
Good morning.
the participation has just been marvelous. It's been an inspiration to me. The most exciting thing for me about your participation is the results that you've seen and posted about: increased energy and better sleep and just a clearer head, feeling better and understanding the value of clean eating, mindfulness about your eating and your habits. It's so easy for us to go along and get into patterns that don't serve us. I'm just as susceptible and guilty as the next. You know, that cup of coffee in the morning, and then maybe in the afternoon, and then that glass of wine or that beer or that drink in the evening. Those sugary pick-me-ups or carb-laden breakfasts that just crash us in mid-morning. It's easy to do that. It's easy because for many reasons it's available. It's readily available. It actually takes some mindfulness and some preparation to prepare all of your foods and to prepare them ahead and have healthy choices available to you. It's a change in lifestyle and a change in habits. And that's what I want to talk about now. In the bonuses folder, on Facebook or in the link in the email that I sent you, is that Make It Last PDF, your post-detox how-to guide. And I just want to go through it a little bit and share with you the benefits of this download. I think that it's worth your time and your effort to do so and to read through it and give it some thought. So let's jump right in. This is the cover, of course. Here's the table of contents: daily healthy habits, weekly healthy habits, monthly healthy habits, and then some instruction on how to use the meal plan template, the actual meal plan template that you can fill out yourself, and then how to use the Stocking Your Pantry guide, and then the Stocking Your Pantry guide, and then how to use the core shopping list, and then the core shopping list with examples of how I stock my pantry, and then a core shopping list for you to create, or just a basic one. And then, really important, identifying, pardon me, your backslide habits worksheet. So what I want to say to you is that we're surrounded by toxins, and the best way to deal with toxins is to avoid them altogether. So detoxing becomes less and less of an effort, and you'll find that the efforts that you had to make now to do this beginner's detox will not be so far away from your daily habits if you make a lifestyle of trying to avoid toxins. And toxins come in all forms. They come in the form of toxic people, toxic work environments. We've all shared toxic work environments with toxic people and know the effects of that on our life. The ability to say no when you're overscheduling yourself, that's toxic. Stressful situations, we get better at that, at staying away from them as we're older, but being mindful about what causes you stress and how does it feel and how does it serve you, and making decisions to avoid that as a toxin as well. So the real trick to finding lasting health is not about being perfect, but about recognizing when you're making a decision that's not serving you, whether it be something you're putting in your mouth, on your skin, something you might be breathing, inhaling, something you might a situation you might be getting in that's not going to serve you. These are the ways that we start to create lasting health by being mindful and recognizing stressful, toxic situations. So stress increases the body's output of cortisol, and that increases the likelihood of stored belly fat. I'm hoping that you saw a little reduction in some inflammatory weight during your detox and saw the benefit of that. The longer that you eat clean and make these kind of good decisions, the more actual body weight you can lose, not just inflammatory weight. But in the initial stages of mindful eating, if you see a significant weight loss, chances are it is inflammatory weight and will come right back on as soon as you start to eat things that are laden with pesticides or toxins of any kind. I'd really love to know that you are consulting with EWG.org, the Environmental Working Group.org, to make decisions about cleaning up your medicine chest or your vanity for your personal care products, the soaps and shampoos and lotions and cosmetics and things that you habitually put on your skin without really thinking about it, or without looking at the ingredients, or without even recognizing that the skin absorbs everything you put on it. So all these toxins and ingredients in these personal care products that we use have to be filtered by the liver. And that's one of the things that we gave a big break to in our systems by doing this detox. The liver got to actually process some accumulated toxins while we weren't introducing any new toxins. And that's why you feel better. So, give a look at EWG, and one by one, as you run out of products, personal care products, household cleaning products, consult EWG for a replacement and make the investment. My least favorite argument about mindfulness in eating, or eating organic, or using less toxic personal care or household cleaning products is that it's expensive. And I just, I don't understand that, because you're worth it. Your health is worth it. Your longevity, your vitality is worth it. So, try to reorganize your thought pattern about that. If you're thinking it's expensive, hey, everybody's on a budget. I get that. But there are expenses that, for me, that are non-negotiable. I'm not going to eat the 79-cent pint of conventionally grown blueberries just because they're cheaper. I'm going to go for the more expensive pint of blueberries that I know doesn't have pesticides on it. It's not worth saving $1 for me to eat a produce that's doused in whatever kind of pesticide or chemical fertilizer might be on the 79-cent pint of blueberries. So just start to rearrange your thinking a little bit. Nothing happens overnight. Let's get on with looking at the Make It Last PDF. So daily habits. I'd like for you to take one habit away that you can, from the detox, that you can institute in your daily living. So here's a good list. Start with drinking clean water, clean filtered water. Plastic bottled water is not healthy for you. Plastic that has been heated releases even more BPA and other chemicals, bisphenol A chemicals, into the water, and your liver has to process that. So, give a thought to a water filter. There's one called Berkey, Berkee. That's a great countertop water filter. I think I paid $259 for mine. It will filter 6,000 gallons. It's so easy to clean and keep pristine. The filters are not overly expensive, but I don't have to replace them for quite some time. 6,000 gallons of water, that's a lot. And that's our drinking and cooking water. So consider filtered water. Consider not using plastic water, buy yourself a nice glass water bottle that you can cart around with you. Mine happens to have a rubber casing around it, and it keeps it from breaking. I've been carting it around for 2 years. I've dropped it, thrown it. I've seen it roll across the garage, falling out of the car. It's durable, and I've eliminated plastic water bottles. So check out the daily habits. Think about what you can take away from the detox and add to your daily routine. And then let's talk about weekly habits. If you tackle one of these weekly habits at a time until you've mastered it, then move on to the others. If you just do one weekly switch out to a better habit, a better mindset about something that you do that's not serving you, if you do one of those every other month, you will have changed 6 habits that aren't serving you over the course of a year. And it's just a matter of putting one foot in front of the other in a new direction. And you've seen how easy it is. It takes a little mindfulness, but I think that you indicated that you enjoyed the thought process and the whole endeavor of the detox. So, multiply that by 12 months and see how much better you feel at the end of a year. So here's a list of weekly habits that you can get into. Practice self-care, very important. We already talked about stress a little bit. Creating a weekly meal plan. Now, it can be loose. It doesn't have to be as detailed as mine was. I'm trying to teach you how to eat clean, so I had to provide recipes, a detailed meal plan and recipes and a shopping list, but it does not have to be that intense. As you get more proficient at it, as your pantry it becomes more reliably stocked, as you get familiar with how easy it is to throw fresh and clean ingredients together without a recipe, just because you know what they're going to taste like and what tastes will combine well. Sometimes I don't even have a meal plan. It's a busy week, which is even a better time to have a meal plan. But I know there's going to be a lot of unpredictability in the week. But what I have is a refrigerator full of fresh produce and a pantry full of ingredients that will make the produce tasty when I cook it. So, and a knowledge of what things I can throw together at the last minute. So, that's something to develop, and it takes writing a meal plan for a while and making a shopping list to get familiar with the things that will serve you rapid fire on a day when you need to just throw something together. Try to buy organic foods. I hope that you downloaded the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 wallet cards. And I'll tell you, I stood in the store and pulled that out of my wallet time and time again until I sort of committed it to memory. But it's been a great thing to have. The other thing that really helps you detox is to perspire a little bit. Get out there and sweat somehow, whatever it is. Walking rapidly, intermittent speed walking. You can just do a quick pace for about a minute, and then a regular pace for 2 minutes, and then a quick pace for a minute, so on and so forth, and get your heart rate up. Maybe you're not going to break a sweat, but get your heart rate up. This helps you detoxify. Saunas are great for that. If there's a sauna in your gym, if you go to the gym, but make exercise a thing in your life 3 times a week, at least for 30 minutes. It's not hard, and it needs to be something that you enjoy, that's not stressful, that you don't dread. That creates more cortisol, and we're trying to get rid of stress. So find something that you like. If it's as simple as walking, if it's as involved as a gym membership and a trainer, whatever it is, it could be golf, it can be whatever it is. Get outside, get some sunshine on your face in the morning. That increases your melatonin and helps you sleep better at night. Be sure and turn off your screens a couple of hours before you go to bed to allow the melatonin to rise. It helps you sleep longer. I'm not really talking about the TV. I'm talking about your e-reader or your iPhone or your iPad, your smartphone. You need to get away from these computer screens, these blue light emitting screens, a couple of hours before it's time for bed. So let's move on to monthly habits. On a monthly basis, you can set a date in your calendar to make time to work on these habits. If the beginning of the month is usually busy for you, feel free to choose a date in the middle of the month. But find a time when you'll be able to really consider these suggestions. Check in with yourself. See how you're doing. See what adjustments you need to make. Make the commitment to yourself. Think about when you're eating out, what you're eating. There is also in the bonuses an eating out guide that's very helpful. There's a lot of good things in the bonuses. There's some breathing exercise. There's a breathing exercise PDF. Breathing is another detoxification mechanism. So getting your heart rate up and getting your breath rate increased is also helping you detoxify. Stock your pantry. Here we are back at that. Practice extreme self-care, whatever that means for you. Getting a massage, taking an Epsom salt bath, taking a weekend away, taking an overnight trip, visiting friends, taking time out for people you love, taking time. That's it. We just strive so hard and so viciously that, at the end of the day, what do you have? You've got to have some time for yourself. You've got to have some laughter, some happy memories, some happy moments from each day. And a gratitude journal is a great way to recount that. There was actually a study done several years ago, 2 groups. One group, they both did the gratitude journal, which is just, it doesn't matter what time of the day, write down 3 things that went well for you that day, 3 things you're thankful for. And one study group only did it for 6 months or 6 weeks, I can't recall. And then the other study group continued to do it. The study group that stopped, they checked back in with them and they still had a happiness quotient that far surpassed people that never did a gratitude journal. So it's something to think about. Count your blessings. It rolls off our tongue, but actually do it, and it improves your physical health and mental well-being. So check in with yourself on a monthly basis and make adjustments. Be the steward of your health and well-being. Do a quarterly self-care. That's when you take a detox every quarter. I do them seasonally. So summer, fall, winter, and spring. You can consult my website at Vitality FYI. There's always a button under a video that I have on my website that says, when is the next detox? And you can sign up to be alerted. I think if you do 4 in 1 year, you will have a good collection of recipes. You will have gone through seasonal eating, and you will have increased your knowledge about how to work with whole foods, and you will be able to make it your own. So come back and do it with me again in the winter. I'm going to run one in January, and we'll be eating winter foods. And I'd love to have you. So quarterly self-care, whether that's I'm going to get a massage every quarter, or I'm going to take a 3-day weekend, a 4-day weekend every quarter, something. But self-care is a must. And so commit to that. So now we're going to look at the meal planning template and pull out your calendar. Start by marking off any meals for the next week that you know you won't have to cook. Make a double portion of something that you like, freeze the second portion, so you'll have something to pull out of your freezer on a day when you just don't have time to cook, but you'll have healthy food. Make extra to take for lunch. There's just a host of ways that you can Have food prepared for yourself that you know was prepared in a clean manner with good, clean, wholesome ingredients. Make a plan for what you're going to eat for dinner. Make a shopping list, but make a meal plan. I provide you in this PDF with a blank meal plan sheet that you can copy over and over and help yourself. Now, how to use the Stocking Your Pantry guide. A well-stocked pantry is a great way to be able to cook on the fly. I spoke about that. So there's a guide in here to help you learn to use this pantry stocking list. Certainly you can cross out things that you don't like or you don't use and replace it. This is just a suggestion. This is what I stock my pantry with. Then there's, and also it's important to note that it's organized by sort of by the way that you will shop in the grocery store. So dry and canned goods, flavors and seasonings, whole grains and grain products, things that are refrigerated, things that are frozen. In this way, you're not running back and forth around the store. I also write my shopping list because I shop at the same store frequently. I write my shopping list sort of in order of the aisles because I know what aisle's coming next, and it makes it quick and easy and makes my whole prep day quick and easy. It takes me about 45 minutes to go to the store and then another hour and a half to 2 to chop up a bunch of vegetables, steam, roast, whatever, saute a bunch of vegetables, cook a few chicken breasts or maybe some chicken thighs, or whatever I can do to help myself. Boil a bunch of eggs, fry a pound of bacon. I get meats from Butcher Box, and so their pork is really cleanly raised. I'm really happy to be eating bacon because who doesn't love bacon? But anyway, the point is, help yourself with prep. Make it easy. So this pantry list is organized by the way you might shop, and that makes it easy for you. Here's a core shopping list. Just trying to help you with all your shopping needs. Give you a place to start, and then you can edit it accordingly, okay? Continuing with the blank core shopping list for you. And then I think this is the most important thing that I have for you in this Make It Last booklet, the Backslide Habits Worksheet. Really take a minute, set aside a minute, read it, think about it, and let it serve you. Help yourself identify the situations, the patterns, the stresses that make you backslide, that set you up to make poor choices, and then head those things off at the pass. You are your own master, and you can make your lifestyle one that promotes your health and well-being by making mindful choices. So I'm hoping that that's what you got out of this detox. I'm hoping that this Make It Last PDF download for you in the bonuses folder of the Dropbox link that I sent you, or in the bonuses in the files section on the Facebook group page. I hope that you download it, and I hope that you download some of the other bonuses, and that they help you make healthy decisions and healthy choices and maintain a stress-free, happy life. I want to thank you all so much for your participation and your comments. I'd like to use some of those comments as testimonials, because some of the things that you guys said were just astounding. At the results about the results you saw on the detox warmed my heart, and I'm so pleased for you. And I just really want to thank you. And I hope I see you again on another detox. In the meantime, stay the course today. Tomorrow you can reward yourself with that glass of wine or whatever it is that is calling you. And deep breathly, my friends, deep breathly.